terms of getting him back into that mold.
मोहन पांडे, जब तक सूरज चांद रहेगा मोहन पांडे का नाम रहेगा। चाय दो खरी मोहन पांडे सबको मोहन पांडे नेक्स्ट प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ द कंट्री मोहन पांडे।
Paresh, what do you think of the media?
I think there are few good people in media. Otherwise, rest of them, as there's a dialogue in your film also, that they're also making a film. You know,
okay.
Kind of giving a background music, and they don't give report. They don't report the news. They make the news, they manufacture the news, and then they make an item out of the news, or some kind of entertainment item with the background score, etc. So some of them are really good, some of them are very honest about it.
But why do you think they would do that? I mean, in terms of creating them. But is it, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But TRP basically means people like to see that. I mean, that is the question. Yeah. The chicken is first or egg is first. If people, so blaming those people, does it mean you're blaming the people eventually?
Initially, see, nobody knew that you are supposed to give background music. These people, the media started giving. As a viewer or as a kind of, if I want to see the news, I would hardly ever imagine that, oh, it comes with the background music. They made an item out of it. And people, of course, they love sensational things and all that. And even if you don't love it, they are going to give it. They want to make an item out of the news, nothing else.
Yeah.
Few of them.
Okay. Now, the character playing Mohan Pandey, so-called corrupt politician or a whatever. One is you as an actor, one is as a person who keeps studying what's happening in the country, what kind of politicians over the years, the number of roles you have done, including politicians maybe. Did you kind of somewhere base it upon somebody you know or you've seen or something?
I mean the look of Mohan Pandey.
Because I remember when I first narrated to you, you came with the idea of putting the red thing on the forehead. Yeah.
Yeah, that part also belongs to one politician, and the specs part also belongs to another politician. But in short, they belong to some politician.
Okay.
And about the corrupt politician, we are very lucky to have in abundance, you know. We have corrupt politician everywhere. So you can base, I mean, on anybody.
सोच रहे होंगे कि हम आपके सामने वोट मांगने आए। मोहन पांडे को नेतागिरी नहीं चाहिए, ये राजनीति, ये कुर्सी नहीं चाहिए। तो फिर इस मोहन पांडे।
So from the script of Rann, whatever you know of Rann, so do you think it's a plausible thing to happen? In terms of, I'm talking about the believability of the script, in terms of it comes to happen. It's happening. Thanks.
It's an everyday true story. It's not plausible or possible or anything like it. It is happening.
Okay, got the point.
So, what are the other supporting characters that you'd like to comment on?
You see, the supporting characters like, you know...
the son is a new boy?
Yeah. Sudeep is a big star in Kannada, yeah. Like, I cast him because, see, there is obviously a conflict between the two.
Everybody knows that.
And I needed a very good actor, which he is.
रीत ये चली है, बुरी खबर फली है।
This Amrish Kakkar is a character in Rann. He comes up with his new idea, the weather report, when you're told, instead of just some boring woman or boring man telling about that, why can't we have girls in bikinis standing on the beach and give the weather report? You know, So the guys who are interested about the weather, they will listen to it. The guys who are interested in watching the girl will watch the girl. So I think it's a very innovative idea. So what do you think of the media exactly?
This is a very dangerous question.
It's not. That's the whole point. But did you say it's dangerous because you got scared of them? No. Or do you think it's bad and that's the reason you're saying it's dangerous?
We are relying on the media a lot. So if I speak a lot of the truth, then
but that's the point. That's the point.
Yeah, absolutely. There is a purpose of that.
Yeah.
The other thing is that the media is supposed to be the fourth estate. It's supposed to bring the truth, at least the news media.
Yeah. See, that goes without saying, Manish. News and entertainment different. Entertainment is the way you're packaging the news. It's not about how you're telling it is where the entertainment is coming from. You're not actually changing the news.
अगर हम अमरीश कक्कर का example लेंगे, in our film, then he's what packaging तो है ही उसकी, लेकिन ऊपर से ही वो काफी truths वो दबा देता है.
Yeah. Now your character in the film believes that by using the television medium which you run, you can make fools out of the entire country. But do you think in real life some television personalities do that, or some television channels do that from time to time?
I do believe.
On deliberately?
Yes.
Yeah, they would.
They might create a situation where it can be created so that it's news. To some extent, it might be true.
When I told you the story and the role, and did you subconsciously have someone in mind which you saw as a person, in like a journalist or some media person?
Yeah. No, not particularly.
Not particularly. You just went by the.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went by a lot of kind of reporting that is done by that part of the media, which I don't completely agree with. But taking runs, Amrish Kakkar, eventually he dies down.
Yeah, fine, but it doesn't happen. I mean, that is because we believe in truth and we made him that.
You're an idol. Number two, no, he may be a bad businessman.
Yeah.
For going after the idealistic way. But I do think I'll survive longer than the others.
Okay. I see there's one interesting scene of yours for me. When you say the weather report should be done by girls wearing bikinis. Yeah. Now the point is, people who want to know the weather, they will know that, and otherwise you want to watch the girls, they can watch. So you're basically, it's like making a formula film. Jisko jo chahiye usko pasand aayega. Somebody likes fight, somebody likes dance, somebody likes comedy. Yeah, that's the point. And why not? I would probably, if I am told today that Amrish Kakkar's new channel came, Headlines 24 came, and their girls in bikinis are going to report the weather, I think I'll only watch that channel, because I'm not interested in the weather.
Would you be paying attention?
I'm interested in the weather. There's a weather report. That's one specific item by itself. What is your opinion on the media?
I really feel that it's an onslaught of opinions. Now more and more of news that doesn't exist. Because they need to run it 24 hours a day. So they're just making news.
So this is how I want to approach the performance, or do you go by the director, or it might differ from case to case?
I really think of myself as a very submissive actor. So I completely go by the director's vision. Not everybody has a vision. In which case you rely on the script itself. Because if you said yes to the script, then there must be something in it that you like. Also for me, what is very important is the look of the character. For me, that defines the performance a lot. In Rann, I really felt pushed, and then, that was great fun for me. Because normally people accept what you have to offer. But in this case, I think you had a very specific vision of the film itself and of the characters. And I think that was very nice. I remember one scene when we started to shoot, we said, I see you standing there like that, leaning against the wall. And I thought, wow. Because one would not normally think of a scene like that. It's just a little twist which for me made.
But instantly for me, one of my most favorite scenes in the film. Ajay, what do you think the media will think about Rann? What is your feeling about it?
Well, sadly they've formed an opinion which isn't really correct. This is really a very pro-media film. I am pretty certain that almost all media will, at some point of time in the film, identify themselves with it. Because I'm pretty certain that these are events, moments, situations that must have gone through their lives as well. Whether or not they behaved the way Vijay Harshvardhan Malik did in the end, or whether he conducted himself as he did in the film, they would do in real life. I'm not so
There's no script, and probably I would assume that you know my intent also in the overall film what we're making in Rann.